Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. Luna is prepared and armed to put an end to Steffy forever. Luna Nozawa will continue to plan a diabolical Steffy Forrester takedown, according to the teaser video for the week of June 2nd to 6th. Spoilers for the Bold and the Beautiful. There will be some startling scenes soon since Luna will be prepared and armed to destroy her adversary once and for all. Even though Steffy and John Finnegan are shown kissing in the weekly trailer, a plot is being developed that could endanger their relationship. Ridge Forrester will become furious at the Cliff home because he is upset about Luna hunting Steffy. At that point, Ridge will issue a warning and obtain Finn's promise to keep Steffy safe from harm in the future. Regretfully, Luna is already preparing an event that can shatter the joyful marriage bubble between Finn and Steffy. Luna has now offered to get rid of Steffy, so Sheila Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, will be terrified. Luna is undoubtedly capable of permanently destroying Steffy because she has previously claimed 2 lives and nearly killed her. Sheila will adamantly oppose Luna's plan and contend that it is evidence that Luna should leave the area. The longer Luna stays, the more chaos she will cause and the greater her chances of going back to jail. Naturally, Sheila's primary objective will be to maintain Finn's happy family. Losing Steffy would undoubtedly crush Finn's heart, and Sheila will not support any strategy that could do so. Luna will choose to handle things her way after Sheila threatens her and again demands that she leave Los Angeles. Luna will be asked why she needs a gun after she finds someone to sell her one. Even if Luna decides to keep things vague, it will be clear that she plans to pursue Steffy. Once Luna gets this weapon, she might shoot a bullet through the final scene of BNB's weekly preview film, which includes a picture of Steffy. Luna should work on her aim and make sure she's prepared to attack. According to teasers for the Bold and the Beautiful, Luna will decide to defeat Steffy once and for all, but someone will inevitably stand in her way. Will it be Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, Finn, or Sheila? In any case, there will be some Luna shockers soon, so keep checking back for any more unsettling information. Sheila stops Luna from pursuing Steffy and protecting Finn's wife. According to Monday, June 2nd. Spoilers for the Bold and the Beautiful. Sheila Sharp will stop Luna Nozawa from pursuing Steffy Forrester in order to save John Finnegan's wife. Even though Luna has been arguing that she should remain in Los Angeles, Sheila clearly disagrees. Sheila recognizes a lot of herself in Luna and is certain that if her granddaughter stays, she will let her obsessions to lead her to dangerous places once more. Sheila strongly wants Luna to take advantage of the opportunity to start a new life somewhere. But if Steffy didn't interfere, Luna believes she might have a true family with Sheila, Finn, and Hayes Forrester Finnegan. For this reason, Luna simply proposed that they fire Steffy, to which Sheila would react angrily in the BNB episode. Sheila now realizes the mistake of her actions, even if she once attempted to remove Steffy from the map herself. Sheila does not want Hayes to lose his mother, nor does she want Finn to experience such destruction. Consequently, Sheila will confront Luna and make it very evident that she must avoid Steffy. Sheila will emphasize the significance of backing off and caution Luna not to mention Finn's wife again. Sheila might say that she won't like the repercussions if Luna doesn't listen. Sheila may contend that she doesn't play around with Finn's happiness and advise Luna not to push her limits in this regard. Sheila can't stop Luna from taking matters into her own hands with regard to Steffy, of course. As it happens, Luna will eventually purchase a firearm and get ready to use it, putting Steffy in danger shortly. When Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., visits the Cliff home on Monday's program, he will also discuss that threat. Following Ridge's tirade about Luna's Steffy hunt, Finn might assure Ridge that he will stop at nothing to keep her and the children safe. Unfortunately, a serious family problem is developing because Finn is powerless to stop Luna from hatching a scheme against Steffy. Keep an eye out for Finn's response to the Steffy upheaval, as he will eventually receive information on some stunning Luna news, according to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful. Could Dr. Finn Finnegan on The Bold and the Beautiful become a grieving widower as a result of Luna Nozawa's turning point? The phantom of Sheila Carter, a woman whose very presence distorts reality and twists fortunes, looms over the sun-kissed exterior of Los Angeles and the glossy world of Forrester creations. Recent character trajectories and spoilers hint at an unthinkable apocalypse, The possible death of Steffy Forrester Finnegan, which was planned by the ostensibly kind Luna Nozawa rather than Sheila, leaving Dr. John Finn Finnegan a widower. Not only is this startling, but it's also a narrative earthquake that has the power to upend fundamental relationships, reinterpret characters, and usher in the canvas's darkest period to yet. Steffy's death would be the ultimate game-changer, but it would take careful analysis of growing pressures, Sheila's toxic influence, and a perfect, terrible storm of circumstances for Luna, RJ's worried, compassionate lover, to have committed such an act. The tinderbox, Sheila's unrelenting torment and Luna under siege. Wide-eyed and full of optimism, Luna Nozawa came to Los Angeles in search of love with RJ Forrester and a relationship with her mother, Poppy. But she has had to deal with worry, family secrets, the impending paternity bomb involving Bill Spencer, and, most pernicious of all, Sheila Carter's predatory obsession. As was previously discussed, Sheila's animosity toward Luna has been brewing, progressing from contempt to a risky fixation. Sheila is denied everything that Luna possesses, RJ's unadulterated love, innocence, and a future in the dynasty that Sheila desires, as well as easy admission into the Forrester fold. Sheila's strategies have intensified. Psychological warfare, persistent, eerie, hateful looks in the Forrester offices. Sarcastic, covert remarks intended to make Luna anxious and to erode her self-esteem, such a nervous little thing, isn't she? Wonder what secrets your mama really brought with her. Exploiting the mint dependency, Sheila, who is always perceptive, has observed that Luna relies on her special mints to cope with her debilitating anxiety. This vulnerability is listed as one that could be exploited, not only noted. Targeted humiliation. According to spoilers, Sheila plans or takes advantage of circumstances intended to cause Luna to have a highly public, crippling panic attack in order to humiliate her, give the impression that she is unstable, and plant doubt in RJ and other people. Exploring Poppy's past, Sheila is working hard to find out the truth regarding Luna's paternity as well as Poppy's past. Her final weapon is discovering the Bill Spencer connection. She plans to set off the bomb to ruin Poppy's newfound stability with Lee Finnegan, Luna's relationship with RJ, and her reputation with the Forresters. Direct threats. Sheila goes beyond tact when her annoyance reaches a breaking point. She spits venom during private, horrifying encounters, threatening to reveal Luna's bastard status, destroy her connection with her mother, and make sure she is expelled from the one place she has ever felt she belongs. Given Luna's protective nature, Sheila might even directly threaten RJ or Hayes. From nervous ingenue to cornered victim, Luna's decline. Luna is neither naturally violent nor a cunning person. Empathy, vulnerability, and a deep-seated fear of rejection and abandonment characterize her. Sheila's campaign is carefully crafted to take advantage of these characteristics, driving Luna to the brink. Chronic anxiety spiral. Luna experiences crippling levels of anxiety as a result of Sheila's constant psychological abuse. The frequency and intensity of panic attacks rise, and the mints lose their effectiveness. Living in continual fear, she waits to see what Sheila will do next. Isolation. Sheila tries to isolate Luna with her hushes and manipulations. Even if he loves her, RJ might not be able to really understand how terrified she is. Protecting her family and dealing with her own Sheila-related pain are Steffy's top priorities. Poppy fears that someone may find out about her secret. An all-pervasive, evil power makes Luna feel more and more alone and unsupported. The weight of the secret, when combined with Sheila's threats to use it as a weapon, the knowledge of her true paternity, should she learn or suspect it before Sheila reveals it, becomes an intolerable burden. Luna worries about the destruction it would bring to Poppy, RJ, Lee, and Bill in addition to her own demise. Overdrive of protective instincts. Luna's primary driving force is defending the people she cares about, including RJ, Poppy, and even her recently discovered kinship with the Forrester/Finnegan line. Sheila's implicit or overt threats against them arouse innate terror. Luna is fighting for everyone Sheila threatens to destroy, not just herself. The breaking point. According to spoilers, Sheila planned a particular disastrous incident. Among the possibilities are: at a Forrester event, Sheila exposes Luna as Bill Spencer's daughter in public, humiliating her, destroying her relationship with RJ, step-siblings, breaking the bond between Poppy and Lee, and irreparably harming Bill's relationships and the Spencer/Forrester dynamic. This is the detonation of the paternity bomb. The consequences are severe and instantaneous. A physical assault, perhaps during a confrontation in which Luna tries to confront Sheila. Sheila becomes enraged and physically assaults Luna. Luna might start to worry about her life or someone else's safety at this point, for example, Sheila threatening infant Hayes or lunging at RJ. Frame job, Sheila arranges for Luna to be set up for a crime, theft, sabotage at FC, or fabricates an incident in which Luna seems to have unintentionally hurt someone, perhaps even Steffy or Finn, irreparably ruining her reputation and relationships. Targeting the mints, Sheila tampers with Luna's unique mints, which is the most pernicious approach. Sheila might inject them with a drug that causes a psychotic episode, excessive paranoia, or even a potentially harmful physical reaction, as she is aware that Luna takes them when she is experiencing severe anxiety. Sheila's direct influence is taken away, but Luna becomes erratic and unstable as a result. The unimaginable, a tragic collision between Luna and Steffy. At this crucial point, the horrific implication of the spoiler starts to make sense. Sheila's actions drive Luna over her breaking point, so she doesn't specifically target her. Rather, she approaches Steffy Forrester when in a state of severe psychological strain, elevated anxiety, or even chemically induced altered consciousness, if the mint tampering takes place, and the encounter becomes fatal. Scenario 1, Misplaced Rage and Protection. Luna accuses Steffy after being devastated by Sheila's revelation of her paternity and her rejection by RJ and the Forresters. She may mistakenly think that Steffy was aware of it or that the main source of her suffering is Steffy's conflict with Sheila. A physical struggle breaks out in a frenzied confrontation, possibly at the Cliff home. Luna pushes Steffy, driven by desperation, adrenaline, and possibly drugs. Steffy tumbles down the renowned Forrester staircase, collapses, or smashes her skull tragically. Scenario 2, Unintentional Instigator of Sheila Attack. At Steffy's house, Luna confronts Sheila in an attempt to prevent her from hurting Hayes or carrying out another threat. Luna and Sheila start fighting violently. Steffy steps in to keep Luna or her child safe. Perhaps in an attempt to push Sheila away during the tumultuous altercation, Luna inadvertently pushes Steffy into a hazardous position, such as through a glass table, over a railing, or leading Sheila to impulsively hit Steffy with a deadly blow because Luna stepped in. Luna ends up being the unintentional trigger. Scenario 3, Poisoned Mind. Tragic consequence, mint tampering. Luna might have been experiencing extreme paranoia, hallucinations, or uncontrollable wrath during a meeting with Steffy if Sheila had tampered with her mints. She may honestly think Steffy is Sheila or that Steffy is a direct, deadly danger to RJ or Poppy. Luna uses whatever is available to her to assault Steffy in her changed state, which has deadly repercussions. Scenario 4, The Ultimate Sacrifice/Desperate Act. In a deranged moment, Luna may think that the only way to really put an end to Sheila's grudge is to kill Steffy. The core of Sheila's campaign is her desire for Steffy to leave so she can have Hayes and Finn all to herself. Luna takes matters into her own hands in a moment of twisted reasoning driven by fear and the need to shield everyone else, RJ, Poppy, Finn, and Hayes, from Sheila's impending anger if Steffy continues to be the barrier. She believes that killing Steffy is a terrible but essential sacrifice for bringing about peace. The direct repercussions: Finn, the widower, a broken world. The immediate and sad result is the death of Steffy Forrester Finnegan. Finn Finnegan, the doctor, is a widower. The psychological consequences are incalculable. Finn's destruction: Finn's entire world falls apart. Steffy was his child's mother, his rock, and his real love. His anguish would be primordial and all-consuming. The man who represents healing is completely shattered. Guilt: why wasn't I there? Anger: who did this? And deep despair would engulf him. His career in medicine would probably stall or come to an end. His only priorities shift to Hayes and getting Steffy justice. Hayes loses his mother. A layer of deep grief is added when a young child is left motherless. As a single father attempting to care for a toddler in mourning, Finn experiences unfathomable sorrow. The Forresters are in mourning. Ridge, Taylor, Thomas, and Eric are all broken. Steffy was a legacy and a pillar. There is an unfillable void left by her passing. Ridge might revert to old demons as a result of being destroyed. Taylor would be distraught. Thomas loses his best friend and sister. Eric's cherished grandchild passes away. Hope's complicated grief. Hope loses her stepsister, adversary, and niece Kelly's mother. Despite their complicated relationship, they shared a history and an underlying respect for one another. Hope would struggle with the abrupt loss of a defining factor in her life and grieve profoundly, particularly for Kelly. Another youngster is distraught when Kelly loses her mother. As the only parent with custody, Liam must manage his own grief and his complex relationship with Steffy while taking on the Herculean responsibility of assisting Kelly in adjusting to this loss. The guilt-questioned Sheila would be the main suspect at first. Everyone is aware of her motivations and abilities. She would be the instant subject of an investigation. Luna's possible involvement turns into a ticking time bomb at this point. Luna's torment and a secret network. Whether Luna did it on purpose in a fit of rage, by accident, or as a pawn in a game, she would be severely traumatized. It would be devastating to realize that you were responsible for the loss of Steffy, the adored wife, mother, daughter, and fashion queen. Remorse and horror, regardless of her intentions or the situation, Luna would be overcome with feelings of remorse, shame, and horror at what she had done. The good-hearted girl would think she was a monster. Fear of exposure, the possibility of being found would be crippling. Losing RJ forever, ruining her mother, going to jail, and being despised by everyone, including Finn and the Forresters she looked up to, are all consequences of exposure. Poppy's panic. Poppy would realize what was at stake right away. Her main motivation is to keep Luna safe. She might urge Luna to leave, assist her in creating an alibi, or frantically attempt to hide any evidence that could implicate her daughter if she finds out, or even suspects, that Luna is involved. To keep Luna safe, Poppy would even think about confessing herself. RJ's heartbreaking opinion. RJ has a strong romantic attachment to Luna. He must decide between his love for Luna and his faith in her intrinsic goodness, or allegiance to his family and the need for justice for Steffy, if he suspects her complicity or worse, witnesses something. He might be complicit in a cover-up if he protects Luna, which would ruin his connection with his family. It would break his heart to turn her in. His entire world would fall apart. Sheila's response. Sheila would have a complicated response. Definitely shock. Perverse satisfaction, though, because Steffy, her main barrier, is no longer there. But Sheila might see an opening if Luna is suspected or implicated. She could frame Luna even more, provide proof to make sure Luna is held accountable. Blackmail Luna/Poppy, to secure her own independence and power, use her knowledge of the incident, or the paternity secret, to coerce them. Play the distraught grandmother, putting herself in a position to console Finn and Hayes while taking advantage of their weakness to get involved in their life. Long-term effects, a permanently scarred canvas. If Luna is the reason behind Steffy's death, the program will venture into unimaginable, sinister territory. Finn's tortured path. Finn's journey turns into one of excruciating anguish, being a single father, and a potentially consuming search for the truth. When he finally learns about Luna's involvement, his fury would be horrifying. It would ruin his friendship with RJ. He may even turn to illegal means to exact revenge. Alternatively, if he doesn't know, his grief-stricken state makes him far more susceptible to Sheila's manipulations. Luna's damned existence. Luna turns into a tragic person who bears an intolerable burden. It haunts every minute if she gets away with it. She faces imprisonment and widespread hostility if she is discovered. In any case, her relationship with RJ is probably doomed. She has irrevocably lost her innocence. RJ's lost innocence. RJ is no longer idealistic. His confidence in justice, family, and love is shattered whether he turns her in, covers for Luna, or is duped. He might become completely lost, resentful, or hardened. Poppy's sacrifice. In order to protect her daughter, Poppy may ultimately accept responsibility for saving Luna by admitting to a crime she didn't commit, ruining her own life and her relationship with Lee in the process. Sheila's twisted victory. Sheila's ultimate objective is to have Steffy removed. She set the stage even though she didn't actually use the weapon. She would mercilessly take advantage of the lack of authority surrounding Finn and Hayes. But if Luna's role is linked to Sheila's suffering, it might bring everyone together, Forresters, Logans, Spencers, Finn, and even Bill, in a last, decisive battle to put an end to her once and for all. The essence of the show changed. B&B would be drastically altered by Steffy's departure. There would no longer be a main heroine, a significant legacy character, or a catalyst for several plotlines: fashion, romance, and family. Finn's mourning, Hayes' future, and the consequences of the cover-up or reveal would have to become the main foundations of the show's reconstruction around new relationships. Conclusion: from unimaginable tragedy to innocence. The most sinister consequence of the existing storylines is the spoiler hint that Luna might leave Finn a widower. It all depends on Sheila Carter's poisonous, unrelenting campaign against Luna, which may have been facilitated by coercion or drug tampering, driving the young woman over the edge. Steffy is killed by Luna while she is in a state of severe anguish, psychosis, or unintentional force. The consequences are apocalyptic. Finn is broken and widowed, the children are motherless, the family dynasty is in sorrow, and Luna is stuck in a nightmare she created for herself, possibly protected by desperate secrets Poppy and RJ kept. Given the personalities and the extent of Sheila's evil, the road leading to Steffy's eventual death seems sadly possible, even though Steffy's permanent death is still a huge narrative risk for the program. The entire canvas descends into an engrossing, heartbreaking investigation of grief, remorse, and the horrifying repercussions of one woman's bottomless hate, symbolizing not only the loss of a beloved character but also the death of innocence for Luna and RJ. The prospect of this ultimate catastrophe, whether it materializes or is prevented at the last second, throws a long, gloomy shadow over the bold and the beautiful, demonstrating that Sheila Carter's poison may, in fact, corrupt even the most pure souls and ruin the supposedly indestructible. The most tragic example of Sheila's destructive power to date would be Finn Finnegan, the healer, who would have to face life as a widower as a result of an act that resulted from the havoc she sowed.